Okay, you may have noticed that I switched to graph paper because I do like when I am adding and subtracting to make sure I use the boxes and line up the numbers so that there's one number per box. So I can do that here. I can either use the half box, or if it's a big number like the 0, I can use one box for each of those. So when I'm going to subtract, first I want to make sure that I take it from that horizontal to the vertical. And then this is where it's going to get a little bit unique. Now that I have them lined up like this, I'm going to go ahead and look, and I'm going to go 8 minus 3. Can I do that? Sure. I'm starting at my ones. 8 minus 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got to 5. 3 minus 6, I have 3. Can I take away 6? No. So I need to go to my neighbor. Ah! What do? I taught you this in 3rd grade. My neighbor has nothing. So what do? I went to my neighbor. He was broke. So guess what my neighbor did? He went to his neighbor, who was, broke. So then he went to his neighbor. My 4 turned into a 3. Don't skip over anybody. My 3 went back, gave 1 to this guy. But then that turned into a 9. And he's got to go back and give 1 to this guy. But guess what? He needs to give 1 to him. Now we're all the way back there. Now we should be at some pretty easy problems the rest of the time. 13 minus 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Gets me a 7. 9 minus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that gets me up to 9 minus 1 gets me up to, 8, 9. That's why that would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 fingers up. 9 minus 9, the subtraction rules. 9, anything minus itself gets you 0. 3 minus 2, 2, 3. That's going to be my answer. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my estimate. When I do this one, I can quickly look over there, do my rounding, and say, are these numbers pretty close to one another? They are. That's how I subtract across zeros. Notice, sometimes kids do a couple of mistakes up here. They either turn the 4 into the 3, and then they just want to give that 1 way over here. You can't do that. You've got to share with your next door neighbor. And then that neighbor has to share with their next door neighbor. And that neighbor has to share with that one. Okay? You can't skip over neighborhoods. Everybody in the neighborhood needs to be shared with. So you can't just jump over, and you can't just jump back. You can only look at the person right next door to you. We are not throwing things across the room. We're asking the person next to us for help. Does that make sense? That's what you're going to do in subtracting across zeros. You're going to ask the next place over if they have something. And if they don't, then you go to that neighbor. Make sense?